Hey, what's up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy episode 44, and we're recording on Monday, July 22nd, 2019. I'm Doug, and joining me today, we got Warren.
Prepare for trouble and make it double to protect the world from devastation.
What?
Jesse, James, Team Rocket blasts off at the speed of light. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Warren.
Oh my God.
What?
And Anita.
Hello.
All right, so
Hey,
if y'all don't know, Warren's ultimate bias, Juri, was included into the lineup of a new group that's going to come out of Woollim called Rocket Girls. So Warren's everything this week has been Rocket themed, so that's what that was.
The last 48 hours has been an endless hype train. Oh my. We'll talk about it more later, though.
We'll definitely get to it later. But as a weekly PSA, please like, subscribe, download us, leave us feedback and questions at sojutalkpodcast@gmail.com, YouTube, Reddit, wherever you are finding us. Once again, shout out to the SojuTalk Nation on Discord with us.
Yes.
Yo.
The link is in the description.
you.
We have 86 people in it already in about a
Let's
month.
hit 100.
Oh, Anita's
Oh
100.
shit! Anita's pushing it.
I mean, we're trying. We're
getting there.
And once again this week we're gonna have a YouTube exclusive Produce X101 episode where we go over the finale, the final lineup, the controversies, all the interesting stuff. So check that out on YouTube. All right, so some shout outs this week. Once again, we're gonna shout out Derek. We're gonna answer another one of his questions at the end of the podcast this week. And shout out to our friend Waleed. He sent us some questions, and he also wanted to let us know that his studies are getting tough these days. So
Oh, no.
shoot.
fighting Waleed.
You can do it.
We are
Fighting,
cheering
man.
for
Let's
you.
go.
One more thing. So Warren's birthday is going to be coming out when this is dropped on the 24th. So happy birthday
Yeah.
to Warren.
Early birthday.
Thank you, guys. That's very nice.
I already sent him a present. It's in relation to future podcasting stuff. So it's going to be lit. So be on the lookout for that. That's a hot take right there.
You guys will find out what it is very, very soon.
All right. But before we start the podcast today, my voice might sound a tiny bit different. I don't know if it does, but last night I went to Twicelights.
Oh
my goodness.
How was it?
Checking something off of my bucket list, as they say. So I went yesterday, Saturday, July 24th, 2019, at the Prudential Center, which is in New Jersey. That's about I want to say a 40-minute train ride from me. So not that far away, because I'm from New Jersey. I went with my sister and my boy Matt, who I've been friends with since first grade. He's not super into K-pop, so this was his first concert. He told me he had a great time, so that was cool.
That's good.
Now let's talk about the day itself. All right. It was hot as hell yesterday.
My goodness,
So
dude.
it was 95 degrees, which in Celsius is 35 degrees Celsius. That's the actual temperature. But they said that the real feel, what it feels like was 109 degrees Celsius.
Oh my
109 degrees
God.
Fahrenheit, which is 43 degrees Celsius. So it was hot as a mother.
Oh my god.
So I get to the
God.
train station with my sister. 15-minute delay on the train. So we're standing there.
no.
I was cooking. I was cooking.
That's messed up.
The train finally arrives. There is no AC on the
Oh, okay.
The train is made out of metal, right?
Dude, this is like Asia all over again. Like, oh my
I was
god.
riding this train. I thought to myself, oh Lord, give me the strength to make it to this concert. I thought I was going to die, but the power of JYP and our god Gio made me survive to get to this concert.
Katsuyo.
All right, so when we showed up to the concert, we got to Newark Penn Station, which is the main train hub of Newark. There's an indoor pathway to get to Prudential Center, so that's good, right? Air conditioned, that was fine. We get outside, and you got to cross the street. You got to go like the diagonal, so you got to cross twice. There's these gigantic lines. Like, these lines were humongous. I was like, what the hell are up with these lines? There was a line just to get light sticks, to buy light
Oh my god.
Wow.
The second line was to buy the other merch, like the T-shirts, the
Okay.
posters, the cards. I forgot what they're called, but they're like the cards of each individual member. So I was like, number one, it is so hot out here. I can't wait at this merch line. I'm gonna die, literally. So I went to my sister. All right, we're not standing in this line. Let's get in line to get inside to the concert instead, because we got there. So the concert started at 7:30 p.m. We showed up there about, I want to say, 5:50. So generally they let you in about an hour and a half early into the concert venue. So I was like, there's no way we're waiting in this merch line. Let's just wait to get into the concert. If we don't get merch inside, so be it, right? I'm not going to die for some merch.
Sounds fair.
Though, I had looked up online previously, and they said they were selling merch outside, and they had 3 booths inside. So I'm like, if they got 3 booths inside, and the line to get into the venue is only like 10 people deep, why are these people waiting outside, right? So we gambled on it. We got into the line to get into the concert hall itself. After about 10 minutes, they let us in. I ran to the merch side. I only waited 5 minutes, and I got my merch.
Wow.
Okay. Dang.
I was planning to just buy a t-shirt, which was $40. Expensive, I know, but you had to buy it, right? And then while I was in the line, we made a game time decision, and I bought the light stick.
Hey! Good man, good man.
Now, I would say like 3 or 4 years ago, Warren bought me the light stick version 1, right?
The
For my
original.
birthday one year, the
OG.
original one. But they came out more
Yeah.
recently with the Candy Bong Z, as they call it. It was $60, yo. I spent $100 on merch. I'm poor now. I'm poor. But I got the merch. Super excited. By the time we got the merch, Matt showed up, so everything went well. All right, so let's now get into more specific demographic. Average age was about 18, younger than KCON for sure.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
It was still about 65% female, which was a little
That's
surprising.
interesting.
That's
So
a
I
little
thought it would be
surprising,
about. I thought it'd be 50-50 because I
yeah.
figured more girls are into K-pop in the U.S., but I did expect there to be more guys, obviously, because it's a Twice concert. So 65% female was higher than I expected. It was probably sold out. There was very few
Wow.
empty seats in the venue.
Wow.
Good though.
Yeah. Okay. Additionally, I'm glad I bought that light stick because it was light sticks galore out there. As the pictures I sent Warren and Anita. Yo, there was so many light sticks. I'm so happy I bought it. YOLO, once in a lifetime. Gotta do it. All right. Now, in terms of the concert itself, the AR was softer at the Twicelights concert than it was at KCON, which means you got to hear more of the artist's voice. So,
okay.
so
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that because AR makes you sound like the CD, right? Essentially.
Yeah.
Right.
I rather you not be perfect so I can hear what you actually sound like in person. So I thought that was a positive. The camera work there was a little more sloppy. I don't know if that's just because it was a regular concert or because KCON was being live streamed throughout the world, so they brought in the super professionals with the cameras. But the camera work was a little bit weird. Also, the way Prudential Center is set up versus Madison Square Garden, the screens were smaller. They did not have the jumbotron going like they did at Madison Square Garden for camera shots.
What's
So the videos were a little bit weirder. There was no GA at this concert. It was all seated. But
Okay.
everyone pretty much stood up the entire time. So that was pretty
That's
cool.
what it looked like. Yeah.
Yeah. And lastly, the crowd was definitely more hype at this concert than it was at KCON. But that being said, since the acoustics are a little different, it wasn't as loud. If that makes any sense. Like the people were definitely more excited, but the acoustics at Madison Square Garden, it was like rumbling that building.
Okay. It sounds like they focused less on the video aspect and
Right,
more on the
yeah.
audio aspect, you know, like
Yeah,
using
yeah.
AR and
I
stuff.
do feel like though they could have raised the music a little bit higher. Still though.
Background music.
Yeah, the background music and their vocals.
Ah,
It
instrumental?
could have been a little bit. Maybe it was just where I was sitting because I wasn't that close. So maybe if you were closer, it was louder. But it definitely was actually. So now into the concert itself. They did 24 songs.
That's a lot of songs. Oh my god.
Oh my.
The breakdown. They did all 11 of the Korean A tracks. They did 9 B tracks, including Touchdown, Stuck in My Head, Strawberry, the I Want You Back cover. They did those 2.
Those are the big ones, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
The big ones.
Yeah.
They did 3 cover unit songs. So they did
Oh.
the first cover they did was Beyonce Dance for You, the sexy unit. It was
What?
Sana, Dahyun, and Juri. Oh my goodness, it was lit.
Oh.
Then they covered Taemin's Goodbye. That was
Yay!
Gio and Momo. Oh,
Wow.
that
Oh.
was tremendous how good dancing that was. And then lastly, they did Lady Gaga's Born This Way with Chaeyoung, Nayeon, and Junghyun. So that was all really cool.
Interesting.
So Jonghyun did Lady Gaga again.
Yes, but she wasn't the focal point. It was Chaeyoung was the focal point of this one.
I mean, Chaeyoung does fit that, right? I want to see that.
Yeah, and then they even did Bulldozer. So they did one Japanese song. That was surprising.
Nice.
I'm actually
And everyone-
surprised they didn't do more Japanese songs though.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's a K-pop. It's technically a K-pop concert, right? So like,
Right,
I guess that's why they decided to do more Korean song, but they definitely could have done more Japanese stuff.
Yeah. Like Happy
So-
and Breakout.
Yeah, obviously the big news coming out of this tour was that Mina wasn't there, right?
Yeah.
Because of her stress issues she's going through. So shout out to Mina. We did do a Green Ocean for her when they did one of the ballad songs called After Moon. So Green Ocean means everyone changed their light sticks to Mina's specific color. And it was very emotional. They were Mina chants, and even the members acknowledged the crowd, and they said that they missed Mina and all that stuff. So it was a great time there. Now into my superlatives. So the loudest cheers. Sana and Chaeyoung got the loudest applaud from the audience.
Really? That's
Now
I'm
Sana,
not surprised.
yeah.
Sana's expected, right? Because she's, I would arguably say, the most popular member, if not like
Right.
top 2, right?
Right.
But Chaeyoung was ridiculous throughout the entire thing.
I'm not
Like,
surprised. I think she is popular.
she's riding the popularity train because of Fancy, for sure.
I did hear that like her stage presence is like none like the others because she does have that like
next level. Her,
Yeah.
whenever she did
Dang.
anything, everyone lost their minds.
Aww.
So that being said, I thought the best performers were Momo, clearly the dancing, right? Gio, the vocals. Now you got to think Gio and Nayoung pretty much sang for like an hour straight, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know the concert was 2.5 hours. Obviously, there's breaks and they don't sing all the parts, but they sang about probably an hour's worth each.
that's a lot of singing.
And
A lot
then
of using your voice.
performing wise, Jonghyun surprised me the most at how good she was live.
Ooh.
She sang I would say, the loudest out of everyone.
Aww.
Oh.
She does sound really stable.
Yeah. In terms of visuals, obviously, our Lord and Savior Juri's visuals were next level, right? Like, Sana in the cutesy outfits was kind of, all right, it's Sana. She's looking cute. In the sexy outfits, though, oh Lord have mercy. Like, it was crazy. And then Jonghyun's visuals in person are so much better than she comes off on like a YouTube video.
Dude, I've been saying it for how many years now?
Jonghyun, I don't know if it's a hot take. Jonghyun is top 3 best looking in Twice. That's my opinion.
I have always said that, and you finally agree.
I agree with you. All right, and then
Boy.
in terms of the English, Dahyun was the funniest by far. She had so much confidence. Like, she said, like, you guys are lit. And then they had a live translator, unlike KCON, which is completely on the script. So they were just kind of making comments, stuff like that. And then, like, at one point, she said something in Korean. The translator started translating stuff. And right when the translator ended, she went, nah. So she was, like, talking to the translator. It was pretty funny. And Nayeon had the best prepared English. So she was the most fluid with the comments she made. All right, so overall, travel, -100 out of 10. Like,
Isn't that more like weather? -100 out of 10.
yeah. Weather/travel, negative. On the way back, it was fine. The train was air conditioned, but going -100 out of 10, 100% worth it though. Technical stuff, so like the lights, the acoustics, that kind of camera work. I'm gonna say 7.5 out of 10. That's the place where I felt like they could have improved them the most. I don't think that's Twice's fault though. That's more of the venue's fault. I would say. But in terms of the concert itself, 10 out of 10. If Twice ever comes into your area, you should go to it. It was like a 2 hours and 40-minute party, and I highly suggest you go watch it. It was a overall tremendous time. If they ever come back into the area, I will be the first person in line to buy tickets. I know I won't be the first one to get tickets because you never are, but I will be the first one in line in my heart.
I do want to go this time, next time, because like you're not the only person that I know that went, and I'm only getting positive comments, so
It was
I'm on the train.
I knew it was gonna be good because Twice are consummate professionals. They are definitely the #1 girl group right now.
Right.
But it blew my mind how good this concert was. All right.
Shoot, that sounds like you had fun.
Transition time. All right, now let's get into the regular scheduled SojuTalk K-pop podcast. So, big new releases this week. We had 2 of them. So, on Wednesday, July 17th, we had Pentagon with Humph, produced by Giriboy. And yesterday, on July 22nd, Sunday, we had EXO-SC with What a Life. So, let's first go over the Pentagon's new song, Humph, which was produced by Giriboy. What did you think, Warren?
I knew you would ask me first, because Giriboy, oh boy. And I'm a big Giriboy fan. I'm not even going to try to hide that. The fact is, the moment I heard the flutes come in, the very beginning of the song, and I was like, my God, another one of this.
Oh.
That was my reaction. I liked that it was an idol song, so the whole flow of the song was completely different from something I would hear from, I don't know, like Noel, Giriboy, and like C-Jam over here. But like, yeah, I was like, I've heard this kind of song many times done before by several different people. I guess it's slightly different. but still, you know, it was good. It was great. I don't know about anything above that. That's my take on this.
For me, it seems like Pentagon has two faces, I want to say.
Yeah.
Like their last release with Shalala is completely different to this,
Right.
This song is more like Naughty Boy, also known as 청개구리. This is more of that line of songs, right?
Yeah,
The quirky Pentagon, I would say. For me, this is such an earworm song. Like, I can't get the chorus out of my head. I keep saying it to myself all the time. And I'm happy. Well, let me say, Shalala, I think is a great K-pop song, right? But for me, I think when they do the quirky stuff, it sets them apart a lot more.
I feel like
I also agree.
Grown to identify that kind of sound with Pentagon more. I don't know. Like it just seems like that's more of their signature style now to me.
No, I totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the quirky stuff, and I really like this song, even if it is pretty similar to Naughty Boy. Like that's the one caveat. It's like very similar sounding songs, but I really do like the song, and I think it's a great earworm song. So Anita, do you have any more opinions about the song?
I don't know, just pretty much the same thing that you mentioned. How it sounds more upbeat, more funny, like fun. I would say, like the video itself.
Oh yeah, music video was hilarious.
Less serious about than their last release, their previous release. Another thing that I noticed was that Yenan is still missing. I don't know.
Yes.
What it is.
Okay, yeah, you're right about
going
that.
on.
I didn't notice that till you just said
But
that.
I think someone mentioned that his vocals are still included in the song, so he had some involvement in this. It's just he wasn't there in the recording of the video, so I hope he's doing all right. I don't know.
I have
what
read
it is.
articles saying that he is still recovering. He's still recovering.
Yeah.
Apparently he didn't prepare for the album together.
Oh, did he? Oh, I don't know then. Maybe, I don't know. I saw someone mention this on the music video that the vocals were still there for him, but I'm not sure. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that there's this part before the chorus where they do like this waddling move. And
Did you like that? You like waddling, Anita?
You make it sound so weird, buddy.
the person that has this line before the chorus is Gino, and he's the oldest of the group, but he's so short, and I thought it looked so cute. Yeah.
How tall is the guy?
Out. I don't know. I mean, he's pretty sure he's still taller than me, but he's pretty short compared to everybody else in the group.
I just found a picture of him. He is the oldest person of the group.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought he would have like been like the maknae or something.
No.
Yo,
no.
shout out to waddling. Okay.
What?
All right, but yeah, let's transition there. Shout out to waddling. All right, so the other big release of this week, yesterday on July 22nd, we had EXO-SC, which is still a hilarious name because of Yang Se-chan from Running Man.
Hey,
But-
EXO-SC. EXO-SC.
Okay,
That's still their
EXO-SC. So this includes Sehun and Chanyeol, and they came out with What a Life.
They did?
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this song, right?
Okay.
But I have my caveat is that the music video felt like a lot of flexing. Like, I don't know. Like, to the point where it felt a little out of place. I thought, like, Sehun's gloves were a little off-putting to me. The yellow gloves.
Okay.
I don't know. I was
Yeah.
distracted by the
Yeah.
gloves for some reason. Shout out to gloves, but...
I mean, like, I kind of get what you mean. I kind of get what you're saying. I felt like they could have acted a little more naturally. I think that's what it is. Like, their like acting performance was what is kind of lackluster, in my personal opinion.
It also felt, I don't know how to put this, but like a little unbelievable, the setting they threw them in. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I felt like that in the boat scene, like the yacht
Yeah.
scene.
Oh my God,
that's
yeah,
when
they
I
had
was
a
like,
yacht scene.
But everything else was okay in my.
Does anyone else like? I thought the song itself was fine. I just was a little off
yeah.
by the music video a little bit.
I had some mixed feelings about the song.
Okay.
Here's what I'll say first. Right? There's a guy named Sakehands, no idea how to say his name. I follow him on SoundCloud, and then I was looking at the credits for this song, and I was like, this song sounds similar. And I look at the credits, and it's that guy. It's like, wow, what a small world. Some random SoundCloud producer happens to have been the composer for this song, and the other there's two composers. The other one is Divine Channel, and I really don't like Divine Channel. One really well-known song from this team is "I Don't Like Your Girlfriend" by Wiki Miki. And I think that says something. Let's just.
Oh man, that was a hot take.
Let's just say something. I don't like that song. But still, going back to the song itself. Sorry, I just went on another whole side trip. But the song itself I thought it was fine. It was well produced. It's trendy. It's popping. I like it. And I also like 쟌&맠&탤, but I felt like this concept was a bit of a mismatch. That's how I felt. That's because I felt like their voices might have done better in a different genre, something like Baekhyun did like last week. That's how I felt. That's where I felt like it was missing that 5%.
Okay, no, for me, I was missing the 5% on like the concept thing. So, Anita, do you have any closing ments about this song?
I think on my part, I feel like the style, like whatever they went with in this song, I think it does fit them in a way, but like you said, I don't know if the execution was the best. I feel like if this route suits them, but maybe not how it was done this time. Another thing was that I was really pleasantly surprised or rediscovering how good of a dancer Sehun is. Like those shots where he was just doing the choreo, I wish we had more of that, or at least they showed more of the choreo itself. But I think overall it was okay.
I have one more thing to say about the EXO song.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
Well, not the song, because it's actually the next song in that small little mini album. I saw Geiko on the credits list, and I was like, I gotta check this out. This is great. I like it.
What is this song called?
What a like no Iso Himiage? What's the just the two of us?
Just two of us.
Just two of us. That's the English title. And their music video is just like behind the scenes kind of stuff.
Yeah,
just hanging out. Right. And it was very vibey. It's a lot closer to the EXO Baekhyun song that was, that kind of vibe, but a little more upbeat with the hard hitting drums and whatnot. But that was really good.
Okay. But I think that covers all the big new releases this week. So let's get into our show winners. There was a variety this week. So Ha Sung-hoon won with Blue. He won 2 shows. He won the show and show champion. This is not his first win, because if you remember, he won with Bird earlier in the year.
Oh, right.
On M Countdown, Chungha won her 6th win for snapping.
Yay.
Oh, wow.
On Friday and Saturday, so Music Bank and Show Music Core, Baekhyun won with UN Village.
Good song.
And then yesterday on Inkigayo, Hayes won with We Don't Talk Together. So Hayes got some respect this week.
I support all these wins. Good wins
for everyone.
In K-pop. Oh, this is great.
But now we're going to move into what we're currently listening to. So the first song I'm listening to is Taeyeon's A Poem Called You, which is from the Hotel de Luna OST. That's a drama that stars IU and Yeo Jin-gu. And this song all killed on all the charts.
Oh.
It is a Taeyeon ballad. I think that's all I really need to say to describe the song. It is a Taeyeon ballad. It is fantastic. Taeyeon might be one of the best. She's probably like Mount Rushmore of female vocalists who are in K-pop groups, right? For sure.
Yeah, moment.
There's a few times when I'll listen to ballads and it's when Taeyeon sings them.
Awesome.
That sounds interesting.
And then obviously the other thing I've been listening to this past week was all of Twice's discography, for sure. Oh God.
We're getting ready for the concert.
I'm still going to make a strong take that their best 3 songs are Love Shaker, Fancy, and TT. So fight me on that.
Love Shaker.
Buddy.
Bro, Love Shaker is probably my favorite Twice song still.
He doesn't. Anita, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Yo, nobody say anything. Comments. Leave a comment down below if you know what's really, really messed up. But I'm gonna jump into what I've been listening to this week.
Wait, what's wrong with that?
I'm not gonna tell you until we finish recording.
Think about it, Doug. Think about it.
Oh my God.
number one song from Twice.
To think about how the chorus goes.
Heartshaker.
Yes.
God damn it. All right, I'm an idiot.
I've been listening to. I have had this song on.
It's okay.
Dude, it's fine.
I put that up to fatigue from yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, continue on it. Oh my god.
I have been listening to the Day 6 song on infinite loop.
Good.
That one song. I wake up to it. I do work to it. I eat to it. I take the bus to it. It is actually one of my morning call songs. I have 5 different. I have a cycle of 5 different morning call songs. The others being Jackie Y, some other random crazy stuff. One of them now is Day 6. I think they replaced the other J-pop song, but good song. I feel like I've heard it somewhere before. I still can't put my finger on it, but you know what? I don't care anymore. It's a great song. End of story. There has been what I want to call a landmark release. I've been listening to Korean hip hop for about 10 years now. Just putting that out there. And when you hear an album, there's these moments where you realize that I am a part of history. I am witnessing something amazing happen. I witnessed it once when Eason's dropped his first album, Anecdote. It's still considered one of the best albums of Korean music history of all time. And then he released a mixtape called Stranger today. Less than 24 hours ago, actually 12 hours ago. And this is what I've been listening to pretty much all day. It's if Anecdote was like a serious anecdotal, like it's like an emotional, like biography. Stranger is kind of different. It's fun to listen to. Like Anecdote is great. It's emotional. It's deep. The plot is like great, but it's really really difficult to listen to because it's depressing. You guys?
Oh no!
It's one of those movies. Like it's a great movie, but like I don't want to witness people die every that kind of thing. Stranger, on the other hand, is just hip hop at its core. It just digs deep. Amazing production, amazing beats. I'm hearing producers like T-Cap over here, Frank over here. Just perfect on every end. Eason's rap performance is peaking every time I hear him. I can't say anything bad about this album.
Whoa.
Nothing.
Dang.
I might be able to in a week, so I'll come back to it in a week. Moving on. I've been listening to this song called 1 a.m. Sorry, I am.
Bro, we're having like tons of mashisus today. Okay, real talk. I'm so embarrassed right now.
Okay.
Dude, it's fine.
Okay.
I made the same mistake. It's okay. I Am by 1 a.m. It's a project single from a Project Mini album from some bunch of girls. One of them happens to be this Japanese girl named Takahashi Juri. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her, but like kind of debuting as this what is it called? Rocket Punch?
Yeah. My god.
One girl group from anyways, I've been listening to it. This is the kind of song I want to hear from Rocket Punch in all honesty. My personal desire, dream, hope.
Pretty good.
It is a good song. I still think it's the best song out of that thing.
So,
including Rumor.
Yeah, so for some background information, I Am is from Produce 48. It was one of the songs in the concept evaluation round. And it's Warren's favorite. It was the same round that Rumor came out. LOL. But I agree, I Am is a lit song, and it does not get the respect it deserves. Okay, I'll at least give you that. So that covers you, right, Warren?
That's it, yeah.
Okay, Anita, what have you been listening to?
Team Rocket.
I've been listening to not a lot, but one of them is Hwasa's Twit. But it's a remix version. It's a city pop version. I think the title is 80s City Pop Remix, and it was uploaded to YouTube by Walkman Guy. I think it's the uploader. So this song, I mean, of course, the vocals are still the same as the original, but the melody it's way more melancholic, and I think that's why I like it. I think it's definitely slows it down. It's nothing like the more poppy original version, but I don't know. I feel like I've been listening to this version way more than the original one, and I don't know. Maybe it's because it's city pop, but
It's
I
also
would
in
check it out.
my it's also in my YouTube City Pop playlist. It's
Oh,
really super
yes.
chill.
Are we
Yeah.
like a city pop podcast this last couple weeks?
Yes, now we are. But actually, this song I found out about it because it was on the playlist that Derek from KME Korean Music Everyday, he uploaded one like a week ago, I think, and it was just city pop stuff. So check that playlist out if you want more.
And Anita, where did he upload this?
It's on SoundCloud. I think it was on the Discord.
Yes, that was what I was trying to get at.
Yes, so join the Discord so you get more playlists.
Definitely.
But another one that I've been listening to is FX's All Night. So this one's kind of an old song. It came out in 2014, and it was the B-side to Red Light.
A Red Light.
Yeah, but it sounds nothing like Red Light. It's very retro-y, I would say. Not quite city pop. I wouldn't call it city pop, but it's more retro sound. And I don't know, this song is really nice. I feel like all of their vocals are amazing, especially Sully's. I feel like in this song, I really appreciated her vocals. And I wanted to also make a quick shout out to an acoustic cover that NCT did back when they were still doing the SM Rookie shows. I think it was 탤, Jaehyun, and Do-young. They did a cover of this song, and it sounds really, really good. It's an acoustic cover, so I would check both versions out.
Awesome. So I think that covers what we've been listening to recently. And let's now move on to our news and events from last week. We got a lot of it this week, so let's try to get through this. First thing.
I like the first one.
YG finally charged. I'm going to also call this YG's House of Cards starts to collapse.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay. So YG was officially booked for mediating prostitution this week. So YG has been officially booked for mediating prostitution. On July 17th, reports revealed police have booked the former YG Entertainment head for procuring prostitution for foreign investors and others. This past June 26, YG underwent questioning for 9 hours as police attempted to uncover what happened in September of 2014 when he allegedly ordered women from the adult entertainment industry to head to a trip to Europe in October 2014 with wealthy investors. Though YG has denied the accusations, police have booked him as well as 2 women from the adult entertainment industry, a foreign investor, on the charges of procuring and soliciting prostitution. According to police, expense reports from September of 2014 serve as evidence that YG employees were present at the location where sexual services were exchanged. Several of the women have also admitted to involvement in prostitution in Europe. The police stated, after analyzing the documents and testimonies provided, we've booked YG as a suspect and will begin an internal investigation. So as a result of this, YG stocks have plummeted to a record 52-week low after he got booked.
Wow.
So this is from the 18th, so I think 4 days ago. YG stocks trended as low as 26,601, which is about $22 USD, down 3% from the previous day. Their previous 52-week high, so their highest amount the stock was during the year was 50,001, so $43. So it has essentially decreased in half over a year. That is ridiculous for a stock. Stocks have generally a bad year when you trend down about 5%. That's a terrible year. So to trend 50% down is absolutely horrible.
I mean, karma.
Yes. Additionally, so now we're going to have some Burning Sun news. So prosecution seeking 2.5 years in prison for former Burning Sun president Lee on charges of illegal drug use. So back on July 18th, prosecution requested a sentence of 2 years and 6 months in prison for former Burning Sun president Lee Moon-ho during his final court hearing. He's currently on trial for numerous charges of illegal drug use, including the usage of ecstasy, ketamine, and on more than 10 occasions. Prosecution reasoned the defendant not only abused a huge variety of illegal drugs, but he also used them numerous times. So that's the update on Burning Sun. Let's get into happy news now.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
This section is called debuts. First one, Warren, hold your hype for about 10 seconds. Woolim Entertainment reveals logo for new girl group Rocket Punch. So Woolim Entertainment released a teaser for their upcoming girl group, which will be called Rocket Punch. This is their second girl group after Lovelyz. Not much is known about this group. Expected members are former AKB48 member Takahashi Juri and produced 48 contestants Kim So-hee and Kim Soo-yeon.
Oh my god.
All right, you could go hype. Go.
Oh, I just you guys have no idea. You guys have no idea. It was just a normal Sunday. It was just a normal Sunday. Like Doug mentioned earlier, it is my birthday later in the week, so I was visiting home. I was in Troy for the weekend. And I was just getting brunch with my family, you know, making some sandwiches at home. And then I'm in a couple Kakao Talk group chats for Juri fans.
Oh my goodness.
And they start exploding out of nowhere. And I'm like, guys, what the hell is going on? Oh my god! Woolim released something. Finally. It was all it was a logo teaser video.
It was 10 seconds long, I think.
10 seconds, no pictures, nothing, just graphics. And everybody exploded. You know, Juri went on trending on Naver. The group Rocket Punch went trending on Naver for both positive and negative reasons, but still. And then this morning, 11 a.m., so midnight Korean time, they released a concept video with all 6 members of Rocket Punch. It's been a wild ride. It's gonna be even wilder of a ride. I can't wait.
Judy's the oldest member, correct?
Juri is the oldest member. Youngest member is 2005.
There's a isn't that an 8-year gap, right? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a pretty big gap.
Yeah. I mean, Juri is the oldest member, and she's the oldest member by 3 years as well. So the second oldest member is 2000 actually.
Wait, she's 97?
Juri is 97. I'm so excited. I can't even speak.
She's not that old though.
So I have a question. So the question I always ask with Woolim is, when Chaewon and Eunbi end their promotions with IZ*ONE, what do you think's gonna happen? That's just a open question from me to you.
I have no idea what is gonna happen. Right, I have no clue at all what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. What would you predict is gonna happen though?
I was gonna say, I predict. Here's what I predict. I kind of agree with you on this. I think Eunbi's gonna go solo.
I think so too.
I think Eunbi is gonna kind of do what Chungha is doing right now.
She could. I think
She could. Right. Chaewon seems to kind of fit all these other 6 girls.
Oh.
She is a 2000er, right? So she fits the age group. She has underrated vocals. She could be the main vocalist of a group if you do that kind of concept with her, right?
Right.
So extreme talent, definitely has the IZ*ONE popularity coming in, right? It kind of makes sense, because what else would they do with her? Right?
As long as they treat her with the same amount or similar amount of opportunities within Rocket Punch, I am open arms to Chaewon and Eunbi for that matter. And I think Eunbi actually coming in will do the group benefit, and possibly her as well. So I'm open to that idea as well.
Because she
is arguably like top 2 most popular in the Western market, Eunbi. So
yeah, and then Rocket Punch right now doesn't have like a strong leader figure.
Yeah.
Juri's the oldest, but I'm assuming she has the least training experience because she came into Woolim like half a year ago. So
it just feels like if you throw those 2 into that group, obviously the clout of the group is instantly at least mid-tier, right? Like at a minimum.
Buddy, it might even be mid-high tier.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. At least, like,
okay.
I'm saying at least they'll be contenders to win music shows if you add them to it instantly. Just because of the name cloud. I do hope if they add them, they don't have a situation like Wakey Makey where there's such uneven popularity throughout. That's the one thing I would worry about.
That's the risk.
But for now,
yeah,
super hype for this, right, Warren?
You have no clue. I can't focus on anything. I'll be honest. While we were recording, I visited their fan community about 6 times.
Wow.
I apologize. Here's the thing, right? There's a lot of positive and negative opinions about the name Rocket Punch.
What's the negative?
The negative is that Rocket Punch sounds like a funky name.
It also
Catchy.
low-key sounds like
Cherry Bullet.
It sounds like Cherry Bullet, and also low-key like the produced China group Rocket Girls.
That too.
As well.
I don't think Rocket Girls is that much of an issue because at the end of the day, they're
different
in China.
markets. Yeah, different markets.
Cherry Bullet, if you look at their logo, the logo itself is kind of similar too.
Oh, the logo.
Yeah, like it's that kind of cursive ass.
Yeah, it kind of is very similar now I think about it. Yeah.
The thing is, besides that, I'm a little concerned about that. But besides that, I think it's a cute name.
Mm-hmm.
I like the name.
It's a real. I feel like
it's catchy, yo. Rocket Punch. Name. I'm down for that.
And we already have a fandom name.
Oh. Really?
Team Rocket! Blast
It's official.
Is that official?
Not official.
No.
Official.
There's that's definitely trademarked too, bro. But all right, so let's move on now. So, Produce X101's project group X1, which is definitely how you pronounce that. I looked it up to hold debut showcon next month at Gokcheon Skydome already. So Swing Entertainment, which will be their label, has announced that X1 will be holding their debut showcon on August 27th. Wow.
Dang,
That's fast. That's fast.
That's like that's literally like a month and a week, right? That's like 5 weeks until from when they made the group till when they're debuting. Extremely quick, and I'm kind of hyped for this, but they're moving that timeline very quickly because IZ*ONE waited like 2-3 months before they debuted, if I remember correctly.
IOI waited like 4 months.
Yeah, so pretty cool stuff. So let's now move on to the next section. I called this.
Oh, no. We should probably mention that we're gonna be talking about X1.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we will.
We're gonna have that YouTube video about Produce X101 and X1. So definitely go check that out. We'll go more into depth about all this stuff over there. So now let's move on to the next section. So I called this talent transfers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know in the soccer world right now, also known as football, there's transfer season. In K-pop, it's transfer season as well.
Oh
so,
my God.
First one, Crush signs with P Nation, same label as Hyuna, Edon, and Jessie. So Crush
Size agency.
So Crush the R&B singer-songwriter has officially signed on with P Nation. Crush left Amoeba Culture this past June to start up his own one-man label, but it looks like he's decided to sign with P Nation instead.
Wow.
I wonder what Psy is going around telling people.
Yeah.
He's collecting everybody left and right.
On?
Pokemon Master over here.
In the best way, he's creating the island of misfit toys. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying they're misfits in a bad way. I'm saying like these are a bunch of big personalities and big talents that kind of are a little bit like edgy in the Korean scene, and he's throwing them all together. So it's very interesting seeing what he's doing.
Everybody was kind of unhappy with. Well, I'm a Crush fan, right? I'm sure with the listener base, you have a lot of Crush fans out there as well. He's one of the better known R&B singers in K-pop. He doesn't get a lot of releases.
That's true.
Yeah, rumors are that Amoeba's administrative team kind of holds him back from doing that. So that apparently that's why he agreed to go on The Call, that TV show a while back. Stuff like that. Just rumors.
But this is an interesting move. We're gonna have to see what happens because like we still have gotten no content out of P Nation, so we still have to see what's going to happen. But next one, former Produce 48 contestant Lee finds new label after departure from Pledis. So former Produce 48 contestant and after school member Lee is starting fresh with a new label on July 16. Management company High Entertainment revealed we have signed an exclusive contract with Lee. We are happy to welcome her and her endless charm and potential growth to our family. We plan to support her as an artist who will shine brightly in any field and we will support her to our fullest capacity. We ask for your abundant anticipation and encouragement.
Wow. Never heard of this company.
This leads me to so many questions because is she going to be a idol? Is she going to be a solo singer? Is she going to be an actress? We don't know.
I am on their website right now. It seems like everybody else signed with the company are like actresses. This is gonna be
I mean, at this point with Gaon, I'm happy if she does anything.
Yeah,
it's better than nothing. Yeah,
exactly. That's my opinion on this.
To DJ, I hope she gets full support.
But I am happy she has gotten free of the Pledis dungeon at this point.
Oh,
can I say like a fun fact real quick?
Sure.
Oh.
You know how like in K-pop, company names are usually English, right? So like there's no need for
Yeah.
translation. It's JYP Entertainment, YG Entertainment. No, big hit in Korean. Their company name in Korean is Piki2 Entertainment.
Yeah.
And then High Entertainment, their official label name is Nopun Entertainment.
Oh.
Which Nopun means
Hi.
to be high.
Oh, I thought for a second this was like We Entertainment from Johan. Like it could have been.
Oh,
real quick.
No.
But no, okay, so it's Nopun Entertainment.
No.
All right. Lastly, I would say the most shocking thing: ly requests termination from his contract with Cube Entertainment. Yeah, you heard that right. Multiple media sources are reporting that Ly Kwai-lin has requested leave from his agency Cube Entertainment. Ly Kwai-lin is obviously from Produce 101 Season 2, Produce 101. He made the final lineup, so he was in 101. According to this reports, the idol submitted documents requesting the nullification of his contract and is currently working independently from the agency. So,
What?
Cube wants to keep him. So there's further news that came out. Cube wants to keep him. Ly Kwai-lin wants to leave. I don't know if these are all true, but the rumors we're hearing is that Cube was selling his third-party rights to other people in China, right? Additionally, another one of the rumors is that apparently Cube made a signature seal, which in Korea is pretty much a stamp that's your signature, without his knowledge and was stamping documents without telling him.
What?
Which is highly illegal if true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the rumors, and that's why he wanted to leave. Other people are wondering who's funding Ly Kwai-lin on the background, like sort of with the Kang Daniel situation. People say that Ly Kwai-lin is heavily linked to something that Jackson's doing in China right now.
Oh.
And it seems like he's more repping Jackson than he is Cube in the past couple of months, and you couldn't even tell he was a Cube artist. We don't know what's going on. This is like a ongoing story, but for right now, all we know is that he wants to terminate from Cube, which is
interesting.
It's interesting, but it kind of makes sense because when that Chinese money comes calling, like how can you say no?
It's really interesting, right? Because Ly Kwai-lin is a Taiwanese guy.
Yeah.
And typically Taiwan does have some political conflicts with China, and the overall the popular kind of opinion within Taiwan is that they're kind of not really pro-China. So it's
right.
I feel like there's a lot of layers to this. I don't want to make a judgment yet, but I do know that he's signed with an actual Chinese company as well, though. So I don't
currently.
Yeah, he's signed with Hao Bangyang.
Yeah, but that being said, his marketability in China far exceeds what he could do in Korea, for sure, objectively. So this is just ongoing.
We'll see what happens.
Let's move on to quick takes. This is a mind exploder. So Mamamoo, AOA, Lovelyz, Oh My Girl, Yeoja Idol, and Park Bom confirmed to compete on Mnet variety show Queendom.
What's going on?
Okay, so all right. Let me continue to read this and we can react. So according to multiple press sources, today on July 22nd, the program will put 6 teams head-to-head in a comeback battle where each team releases a new single on the same day and at the same time and see which one reigns supreme. So that is apparently the 4th round out of 4 rounds they're going to have. We don't know what's going to happen in between. And Queendom is set to begin airing at the end of August. But when we reported this, I don't know if it was last week or the week before. It was the week before that. We thought that this show was supposed to be like the IOI revival / them versing other rookie-ish girl groups. That was what we were hearing then.
This is completely different.
These are like veteran groups, and some of them are pretty high tier girl groups. And there's groups, and then there's Pakbom. It's just so weird, all of this. I don't know what's gonna happen. This is crazy.
I want to watch just to see what's going on.
I want to watch because it seems like it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, cause like you would think some of the like, I get why groups like Lovelyz, Oh My Girl, Yeoja Idol still feel the need to like build the brand, but like a group like Mamamoo is really surprising. Mamamoo is the most surprising on this list, and Pakbom as a solo on this list too makes it's really strange. But I'm so intrigued now. If the show is pretty lit on episode 1, maybe we'll start covering this in our YouTube exclusive episodes. We'll do coverage of this. We'll have to see.
I get a feeling this is going to be their next big thing. The next big Mnet summer survival.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about the controversies resulting out of Produce X 101, but it seems like they should put that on the back burner for a little bit right now.
Oh wait, no, that ain't happening. Come on.
I know, it's too profitable.
Let's move on for now.
All right, let's move on. So this one, I'm gonna call this K-pop Goes Galactic. All right, so NASA, which is what's the exact acronym? Let me look that up real quick so I know what I'm talking about.
National Astronomical.
Oh no, National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Okay.
Oh,
There
close.
you go.
My uncle.
national, right?
I should know this because my uncle works for NASA. But
Oh.
NASA is currently accepting song recommendations from fans all over the world as they are planning to make a playlist to listen to while traveling to the moon in 2024.
Oh.
So in June they tweeted 50 years ago NASA was preparing to land humans on the moon. Now we're getting ready to return in 2024 in honor of the Apollo 50th anniversary. So pretty much 50 years ago, US was able to land people on the moon. So we're making a playlist fit for a lunar journey. So they're more or less making a playlist for their anticipated trip in 2024. So they were asking fans to submit songs to this. So in response, BTS fans went ham, right? So they added 3 BTS songs: Moonchild, Microcosmos, and Pluto to the playlist.
Very fitting.
Very
I like
fitting.
how they're doing this.
Yeah, they're all like space themed songs.
Yeah.
Additionally, more recently, EXO-K's Moonlight,
I love
EXO's
that
Universe,
song. It's a good song.
and GOT7's Moon You have all also been added to the playlist. It just warms my heart to realize in like 5 years, astronauts are going to be listening to K-pop while heading to the moon. Isn't that's so cool?
They're not even.
That's good.
They're gonna be like, what is foreign language? Oh, what is
Yeah,
this?
but I think the songs are from all different countries and languages though.
Well, that's good. I like
You
that.
know what
it's
I want to
diverse.
add to this playlist?
Uju Sonyo?
Why?
Oh wait, I didn't think of Suzunya, but that would be really fitting as well. I was thinking Half Moon by Dean.
Ooh.
Hey.
That's still another moon theme song. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, lastly,
I hope they play Pokemon Moon on their way to the moon.
oh my god. All right, I'm just
go.
going to cut you off there. But lastly, in very sad news, we're going to end our news with this portion. I don't think we're going to react that much. We're just going to let you all know. So Samuel Kim's father, Jose Arredondo, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but he was reported.
Jose Arredondo. Mhm.
That's it. Okay. So he was reportedly murdered in Mexico. So that is Samuel Kim's father has been reportedly murdered. Well, I think he was on vacation or he might have a home down there in Mexico. According to a family friend, the 58-year-old car dealer was killed by stabbing at a home he owned in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. He grew up as one of 11 kids and made money washing cars to help his family before acquiring several car dealerships in Bakersfield, California. So from what I've read, he was like a local celebrity, a rags to riches story in Bakersfield. And he's most known as the father of Produce 101 contestant Samuel Kim. So condolence to Samuel Kim and his family. Just terrible news. Okay, so now in terms of upcoming releases for next week. 3 kind of lit ones, yo. So tomorrow, Tuesday, July 23rd, Gongwon Sonyo's coming back. On Thursday, July 25th, we have the highly anticipated solo debut of Kang Daniel. And then on Monday, 1 week from now, July 29th, ITZY's coming back, y'all.
Icy.
It's Icy, which is a song that is going to be produced by JYP himself. So we're going to get the whisper at the beginning of the song.
JYP. Present.
Lastly, so this is a question from Derek from last week, but we're going to answer another one this week. What's one group of artists that you guys wrote off and once you gave them a chance, ended up loving them? So I'll start off. For me, definitely Stray Kids. So when I first listened to Stray Kids, first of all, it took me some time before I gave them the time of day to even listen to them, unfortunately. Like, I'm going to be straight up here. The songs I listened to were like Elevator and My Pace. I think My Pace was about when I started listening to all their stuff. I remember back when we did the podcast for My Pace, my main comment was that it seems like they're trying too hard based on who they are at the moment.
Yeah.
I do feel that for me at the time, they were a little bit overbearing, I would say. Like it was like, I thought a little bit way too aggressive for a sort of rookie-ish male group at the time. But then I expanded my Stray Kids palette. I listened to District 9 and IMU, and I sensed a start of a shift in my opinions about them. I really liked those songs. I thought, oh, okay, I see what they're doing. They got that JYP backing. These are good songs. and more recently with Mirror and Side Effects. Man, are they good. Like, that's what really solidified it to me that this is a top tier guy group, and maybe I should have gave them more of a chance at the time. But at the same time, for me, their music wasn't really fitting for who they were at the time. So for me, that's one group that I wrote off initially, but now I kind of regret that, and I'm really into them now. All right, let's go with Anita now. What's one group you wrote off at the beginning?
So for me, I would have to say it was Infinite. So in case you guys don't know about Infinite, they were a 7-member group. They lost one of the members in 2017, Hoya, but they debuted in 2010. And I got into K-pop, or I found out about K-pop in around 2011, late 2011. So they were still really new at the time, when I started listening to K-pop. And I don't know, I feel like my first impression of them was that they were kind of everywhere because they were rookies at the time, and I felt like, I don't know, I felt very invested in the groups that I was already listening to, that it almost felt like, oh, I don't want to listen to this group because they're so new and they seem really popular. I don't know. It was kind of a weird mentality, but I ended up watching their reality show on Mnet called Sesame Player, which released that same year, 2011. And I don't know, I quickly changed my mind just because they were so funny, and I later listened to their earlier songs. I really liked their first 3 songs they released were really, really good. And they were also really known for their dancing, their choreography. They were like very, very, very much in sync, very intricate moves. It looked really cool. So yeah, I grew up to like them, but at the beginning, I felt like, oh, if I don't recognize this member, they're probably from Infinite, and I didn't really like think much about them. But after I saw their reality show,
I think that Infinite is one of the most underrated K-pop
agree.
guy
Yeah.
groups of all time, especially in Gen 2.
Mhm.
They have they have over 40 music show wins. But at the same time, if you ask most people who are just getting into K-pop within the last 2 years, they probably don't know who they are.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of, it's sad now, but in the beginning when they were first coming out, they were everywhere and they were really good. Like, they were recognized for their talents. So it's a little sad, but
and they're the group that Woollim built their success off of as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Woollim.
Okay. But yeah, so I would say, like, if you're sort of new to K-pop or you really don't know that much about Infinite, definitely check them out, because in order to win 40 music shows from coming from, at the time, Woollim was a tiny company. Like,
their debut song was like on a Windows video player. Like, that's like very, very low quality stuff, like, for their first boy group, but they were so good. Like, it didn't matter like video quality or anything. They were so good. Their dancing is still really good. I wish them the best. And yeah, check them out.
Yeah, awesome. All right, Warren, what about you?
Uh,
You have written here on the script or the notes we take, Whelp. That's what you have written in your section.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say the big one.
Oh, you have multiple?
No, just I actually do have multiple.
All right, let's guess it. Is it girl or guy?
This was a guy.
Oh.
Solo or group?
Group.
Oh.
BTS. It's BTS.
Yes.
Oh.
My first impression of BTS was not BTS. It was Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
Yeah. Before they changed their name.
And there was a couple kids. I didn't pay that much attention to them, but my first couple first impressions were that their vest thing, their overlapping concept with, like, what at that time it felt like overlapping with, like, the other groups at the time. And me being a really big hip hop head at the time, it didn't really bode well with me.
I see what you're saying.
And then at the end of the day, I was like, kind of like, whatever. And then, like, there was a huge incident where a well-known Korean rapper was on radio with
Ah,
a bunch
yeah.
of BTS members. I think it was RM and Suga.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this rapper who happens to be called Be Free
Yes.
openly criticized and honestly just attacked these two BTS members and their like music. And I was like, whatever. Be Free is being dumb, but like, I mean, like
he's
I don't know
never lived that down too. Like,
he's actually apologized last week.
yeah, and everyone kept wrecking him though. Which is
At the end of the day, I'm a huge Be Free fan because his music, the music he puts out, is one of like every album he puts out is always like one of the better albums every year.
Mhm.
But at the same time, like he did something stupid. We all know he's a bit of a stupid, guy. So like I was like, whatever. And then the fans started attacking every community I go in, and it was a bit of a headache for a while.
So it just left like a bad taste in your mouth.
So it just started with a bad taste. All those things combined, I was like, this is like I really don't want to get into this.
Mhm.
And then at some party at some point early on in college, probably with the two of you people.
It was definitely with the two of us.
100% with the two of you people. I saw this like one video where they're like floating with like ribbons around them and then like
Huh?
We met
then,
you around the time where it was like Jura and Fire was around the era we met up. That was about the time, like 2015.
Yeah, I mean, even at that point, I wasn't really paying that much attention. And then the song I'm referring to right now is Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Right,
it sounds like that.
And the intro and everything, I was like, wow, this is like
high level.
This is really well made, and that's when I started paying more attention to like the stuff they've done.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, still not a huge fan of the stuff they did in the beginning, but like with the recent productions, I really feel like if you're gonna argue that BTS has like no skill, like you should probably
you're crazy at that point.
Yeah, you're kind of crazy. Like,
side note, "피땀 눈물" is my favorite BTS song.
Really?
By far.
It's also my favorite song.
Yeah, I just love that song. But no, I get that. But yeah, I like this discussion because K-pop in general is super saturated, the market, right? So, and you generally have like, it's like everything in life. You have about 30 seconds to decide if you like something or not, right? Because there's so much other stuff to listen to. If you just start on the bad foot, it's like, all right, I'll come back to this in like a year and a half and then try this out again. But yeah, I found this question fun. So shout out to Derek for leaving us this question. But
thank you.
That pretty much wraps up the podcast for this week. So please check out our Produce episode on YouTube. We're going to be covering the finale. And we're also going to be going through our review of the picks we made last week. So that should be pretty fun.
Oh boy.
But this has been SojuTalk, your weekly shot at K-pop. I'm Doug, and I'd like to thank Warren and Anita for joining me. It's been a great time. Please join the Discord. We're having a good time. Anita wants us to get to 100 members. Let's see how long that takes. But please like, subscribe, download us, leave us feedback and questions at sojutalkpodcast@gmail.com, YouTube, Reddit, wherever you are finding us. We will be back next week to review all the lit songs. So we will see you then. Bye, everyone.
Please support Rocket Punch.
Bye.